Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. And I just want to give a quick shout out to everyone who's liking videos, who's watching the videos, liking the pictures, and everything. Because it's tough for me as a creator to keep going when no real progress is being made. So even the littlest like, comment, watching the video through, it helps a lot. It really is awesome. So. Thanks for everyone who's doing that. And without further ado, let's get to my three best bets of the week, my two over-unders, and a parlay for you guys. I got a whole show going on, and let's get right into it. My first pick of the week is to go with the New York Football Giants. They're getting a 6.5 point buffer in this game, and that Chicago Bears defense is nice, but their offense is just in shambles right now, and it with Chicago, I don't know what to think about them right now, and I really don't love them right now. Mitch, you have no idea what's going on with quarterback. Their running game is stalling, and their special teams can't even make a field goal. The thing you're counting on here is that the defense can make up for that. The Giants, they're getting healthier. The only two guys that might not play this week are Rhett Ellison and Evan Ingram. Everyone looks like they're full participants in practice and are ready to go. Shepard's back. Evan Ingram might be back, but I don't think he's going to make it. Nate Solder's back from the concussion. Janoris Jenkins is back from the concussion. And things are trending upward for the Giants. I think Barkley's going to have a breakout game. He's been playing pretty crappy over these last couple of weeks. So I think Barkley breaks out. And I think I don't think the Giants win this game. I think the Bears win this one by like a short margin. I think it's going to be 24-23. Bears beat the Giants. But you cover that spread, obviously. My second pick of the week is to go with the Miami Dolphins. They are 11-point underdogs to the Cleveland Browns. If you haven't noticed, I'm a big underdog guy. I love the underdog. They're 11-point underdogs to the Cleveland Browns. Let me just put it this way. Myles Garrett, done for the year. They're missing a key piece on their defense that's going to have to be filled by, I believe it's going to be another rookie. So rookie's filling in for Myles Garrett. They're going to be a little bit weaker on that defensive side of the ball. Miami's been looking pretty good. They put up a lot of points against the Bills' defense, who's a really good defense. They beat the Colts, and they're trending upward. I really like Miami as of recent. So, as 11-point buffers, I think I feel like they're gonna cover this. They're gonna cover the spread easily. I don't think they're gonna win again. I think it's gonna be a similar thing. I think it's gonna be a 17-10 game. I think Miami loses 17-10. But they put up a pretty good showing against the Cleveland defense, and they easily cover that spread. My last pick this week is to pick Carolina, another dog. Another dog. Dogs by 10 points against the New Orleans Saints. This one is going to be at the Superdome in New Orleans at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Listen, this is a division game. We know division games are hard to predict. Carolina took a really tough loss against the Falcons last week. So did the Saints. Carolina's looking to bounce back. Carolina's in win now mode. If Carolina loses this game, this puts them in a very, very, very tough spot to get a wild card spot because they're not beating the Saints out of the division. Let's just get that off our minds. The Saints are winning the AFC South. But Carolina is tied for the most sacks in the NFL. Now remember, Drew Brees, when he played the Falcons and they got crushed, he was sacked 6 times. When they got Drew Brees on the ground, they were able to work. The Falcons were able to work with the possessions they had and score points. The Saints allow 4.1 yards per carry, which is 16th in the league. They're middle of the pack in allowing yards per carry to running backs. We know Christian McCaffrey is a huge part of that running back. They are 6th in the league in receiving yards to running backs. This is big. Carolina knows they like to throw the screens to McCaffrey and let him run loose. It's a different animal. They say, oh, the Saints are 16th in the league against the run. That's good. No, you're playing the number 1 running back. He's gonna run all over the 16th ranked defense. The 6th tied for 6th with passing yards allowed to running backs. That's big. They're going to have to shut down CMC. I don't think they're going to be able to. This is another thing to keep in mind. Carolina allows the least amount of receiving yards to running backs this year. Kamara on those split screens, he's going to get knocked behind the line. I think this one shapes out really well for Carolina. I project them to get that buffer of 10 points. I think this is a pretty evenly matched team. As long as Kyle Allen puts together a competent football game, I think that Carolina is going to be really safe in this one. I think Carolina beats the Saints 31-27 in a barn burner. Okay, now that my 3 best bets of the week are done, we're going to go to our over-under section of the week. A lot of really, I think could be potentially high-scoring games. And then there's some games where I feel like the scores are going to go nowhere, and I feel like it's going to be a tic-tac 10-7 game. The one game that I do really like this week is Philadelphia-Seattle, a 48.5 over-under, 47.5 on FanDuel. I go with the FanDuel stats, so I'm going to go 47.5. Seahawks have a high-powered offense. They're coming off a bye. Defense is good, not great. Philadelphia coming off a big loss to the Patriots. I feel like their offense is going to be in full throttle this week. They're actually 1-point favorites, which I find is very interesting, but that's besides the fact. I would not go anywhere near that game. That game scares me. But 47.5 over-unders. I'm going the over in this one. Each team puts up about 20 points. I feel like it's going to be a 28-21 game. That would beat it. 28-20 would even meet it. So I think it's going to be a pretty high-scoring game. I feel pretty comfortable with that. Philadelphia Eagles versus the Seattle Seahawks over at 47.5. If you learn something about me, I love underdogs and I love picking the over. I don't think I'd ever pick the under unless it was significant. So, our second game where I love the over-under is the Baltimore Ravens Los Angeles Rams game in LA. The over-under is 46 in this one. Robert Woods is coming back, and Brandon Cooks is nowhere to be found. But Robert Woods is coming back, could open up the field for Cooper Kupp, which we've seen he's had in 2 rough games over the last 2 weeks. Could open up the field for more receivers, could open up the running game too. We saw Gurley become a bell cow backing him, which I thought was very strange. Very surprising to me that they would put Gurley in that situation, considering what happened last year where they had to put in CJ. But 46 over under. I'm going over in that one. Whenever LA plays, they tend to put up a lot of points, and playing against Baltimore was a tough defense. I still think it's going to be a high over under. So yeah, 46 points. Click that under, baby. And our parlay. So my parlay is going to consist of 4 teams that I think have no shot at losing. Then again, I am wrong a lot. My first team, Tennessee and Nashville. My second team is Atlanta against the Buccaneers. My third team is Pittsburgh, and my fourth is Detroit. Those are my teams. Detroit in Washington, Atlanta against Tampa Bay, Tennessee against Jacksonville, and Pittsburgh against the Bengals. I don't think those teams will lose. I'm going to be in Washington because I bought tickets to see the Detroit Lions for some unknown reason. But yes, I will be in Detroit. I will be in Washington. I will be at that game. If the game sucks, please throw up some prayers for me. If it starts raining, please throw up some prayers for me. Enjoy your week 12. I hope everyone has an awesome week 12, and I'll be back next week with some turkey predictions, some fantasy pickups, and everything else that you love about this. This was Double T in the morning. I hope you all have an excellent night, excellent weekend, excellent morning, and be safe out there. Good luck, guys, in week 12.